Okay, we're going to be running out of time.
Okay.
We've only hit one component,
Okay.
so
Well,
you could be.
we'll move forward.
Okay. So no, go ahead. We had the fish oil, we
Okay.
had the multivitamin, and then what was the other that you?
The other, probiotics. Probiotics, very huge thing. Got to have these. In fact, I would recommend the probiotics over the multivitamin and the fish oil. So definitely probiotics are first on the list to get. That's why I'm mentioning them last, so you remember them. Definitely get a probiotic, a soil-based, which will say HSO on the label, because the best bacteria actually comes from the soil, because it actually helps out with growth of the food. These are all the good bacteria that live in your stomach. They actually help out with digestion. They break down sugars, they break down fibers, they actually break down proteins and fats as well. And 75% of your immune system lives in your gut. So it's right here. So if you don't take care of that, you're going to be sick more often. You'll have all the head colds. You'll have all kinds of other stuff. I mean, it's incredible what these older guys do, and there's finally a lot of study that's coming out about probiotics. That's why you see all the Activia, little Activia commercials, stuff like that.
Now,
I'm not endorsing Activia, by the way, just so you know, everybody out there, I'm not endorsing Activia. There's much better stuff on the market for that.
But what it's talking about is the digestion.
yeah, if you could post that on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That way we can make sure that everybody who missed it has it.
Anybody that goes to my Facebook page, you will know that I post at least 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day on brand new research studies that come out across the board about stuff. Also, I go into some regulation stuff that's going on in Washington, D.C. about...
All right, Clem, I'm going to interrupt you.
Okay,
I'm going to be assertive right there and
sorry.
just stop you.
I'll
We're
keep
going to try to
going.
wake us up a little bit. So
Okay.
let's talk about exercises
Yeah.
and the dilemma of squats. Are they good or are they not good for you?
Squats, the devil of an exercise. The squats, either half the time you'll see them demonized, half the time it's the best thing in the world for you. So if everybody wants to play some ball with me right quick, everybody out in the audience too, this is for everybody. If everybody wants to stand up right quick. Okay. We're standing up out of the chairs. All right. Everybody good? Everybody fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to sit back down in the chairs.
Well, let me ask you this. What if we're wearing high heels?
Actually, high heels actually can be helpful depending on the person's basically your leverage, how long your lever links are. So if we're looking at tibia, femur, and your spine, those things all come into relation whenever you're looking at squat mechanics. But
So what did we just do?
everybody, we just did a squat.
Oh.
Imagine that. We did a squat. Did anybody blow out a knee?
No.
Did anybody's back go out on them? Anybody out there, did your back go out? So I think we just solved the whole dilemma is, are they good or bad? They're good. You do them every day. You do them hundreds of times a day. So whenever you start looking at exercise programming, squats are one of the best things in the world you can do because you have to learn how to do them properly, even if you're in heels.
Right, and that's a really good point because I hear about this all the time, and you're right. They do them all day.
Yeah.
Stand up, sit down, and if they don't train for them, then you can see why maybe their knees blow out or their back gives in.
Well, there's that. There's also loading parameters. I mean, if you have somebody that comes in and the first time they work out, you load them up with like 200 pounds on their back and they're doing squats, yeah, you're going to get hurt because you don't normally carry around 200 pounds on your back. I mean, you carry your body, you carry maybe a purse that's 20 pounds, you maybe carry a bag that's 40. You might occasionally, move some furniture around, and if on those occasional furniture moves, you got to know how to pick that stuff up. So that's what we do whenever it comes down to personal training. We're actually teaching you how to move stuff around.
All right, Clint. Well, we've only got a minute left,
Okay.
so I would like for you to address a little bit about how you keep the people that you work with motivated, because it's very difficult to do, and one of the things that I hear the most is cancellations and rescheduling because they're so busy during the day to come see me. So
Stick to your schedule.
What do you do?
Basically, that comes down to personal responsibility too, because they have to see this as this is their time. This is their hour for themselves to take care of themselves. So, when it comes down to taking care of yourself and making that a priority, you have to set in your schedule and say, this is my time, this is my appointment with me, even if they're with me training, this is my appointment with me. I've got to have this time to keep myself focused, to keep myself healthy, and so I can do other things.
Now, having said that, but I still, we all, I mean, many of us come to the situation where we just don't have time because we have to work to pay the trainer, right?
Yeah. There is that.
So
of course, the more you work out, the healthier you are, the more productive you are at work, and the more you're going to make. So there is that. But one thing you can think about yourself becoming a superhero every time you work out, okay? Because you're putting on your superhero suit, you're getting out of your daily clothes. Think of yourself like Clark Kent. You come into the gym, you walk into the dressing room, your regular suit comes off, your Superman or Supergirl, Superwoman suit comes on. While you're lacing up your shoes, you've got your playlist going, because everybody has an iPod. If you don't have an iPod, you'll get an iPod, or get a Creative Labs from Zen. Get a music selection, get the music going as soon as you walk in there. It's like your theme music for going out to battle. Do that, you're lacing up the shoes, you're putting on your suit, you've got your cape on. By the time you walk out there and hit the treadmill to warm up, it's time to go.
Okay.
You're Superman. That's what you're doing for that hour. You're saving the world, and then you go back. And yeah, we got to move on, don't we? Sorry, I will prattle on for hours.
All right, Clint. Well, let's just wrap it up really quick. On the motivation part is just music plays a big key in staying motivated, and visualizing yourself as Superman or Superwoman.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's better than thinking of myself as Gumdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That big pink jacket, I remember wearing that
Jelly
again.
beans.
I tell you, that's a motivation. Go out and try on some bathing suits.
Yes, that will do
Go
it
out
right
and try
there.
on some bathing suits. That'll tell you, and try to but do your jacket. So I love Clint. I think what he does is very good. He's got his information on Facebook, and isn't he interesting?
Definitely. I was really captured by the supplements, just because that's something that I'm not.
We could have done a whole segment.
We could have done a whole segment.
Believe me, if you let me go, we'll be here for 8 hours plus. We might even be here for a week with me talking about supplements.
Well,
I will get going.
I see
Sorry.
a host in the making here, and so maybe we can have him back, and you
Oh,
will
yeah.
come
I'd love
back
to be
and
back.
host
This
a
is
segment.
fun. This is fun.
We'd love to have you, and it's Clint Fuquay, and you are
Yep.
on Facebook, and we'll have your information there at CelebrityURadio.tv.
All right, guys, and
All
if
right.
you are still struggling with underlying issues, you can always reach me at cognitivefitnesstherapy.com. All my information's on there. Clint, thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me. You're fantastic. I've been listening to your show for the last couple of weeks. Very, very good stuff.
All right, thank
Very
you.
good.
And then she works out, you can tell.
Oh yeah, if you haven't seen her, I mean, you see like this piece of her right
Thank
here.
you.
The rest of it's incredible.
Oh,
Believe me,
God.
she knows what she's
And,
doing.
and the camera adds 10 pounds, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to take a
About
break.
10 pounds lighter, really.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with